Good morning, students. In the previous class, we discussed the meter bridge. Now, other device called as a potentiometer. It is a potentiometer word used for potential divider. Dividing the voltage across the resistance is called as a potential divider. The resistance we take is the resistance of the wire only. Previously, we used the meter bridge. Why it is called meter bridge? Because it contains the wire of length only 1 meter, fixed between the two metal terminals, terminals and points. 1 meter wire is fixed and the metal thick metal strips are used here. Why thick metal strips of copper or brass preferred is because which has a negligible resistance. In the potentiometer we have the length of this wire more than 1 meter, more than 2 meters actually. We must have the very long length. Looks like similar, but in the meter bridge you have only single wire of length only 1 meter, but in the potentiometer you will find multiple strips of the wires. As total length you have to consider, each length is equals to 1 meter, fixed on the side of the scale. So you will get this scale with the two terminals. These are the terminals. One you take A, other one B. It doesn't matter which one is A, B. Doesn't matter. From here the wire is going. These are thick strips only, looking like a steel but not steel. Nickel coating is there on the surface. They are made of the brass strips. Thick brass strips or copper strips are used. From here the wire is fixed to this end. Again another wire comes from here to this end. This length like this you have to take. Again multiple strips like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 meters length is there for this wire. Total length like that you have to take. Okay. From here going that side, again coming here and again that and this side. But these two terminals total length of the wire is now in this box is 4 meters. It can be up to for 10 meters also like the possibilities. This is a potentiometer. By seeing the device, you must identify the difference between the meter bridge and a potentiometer. Potentiometer has multiple wires, but actually a single wire we have to consider it as, because the thickness is negligible, they are connected there, again comes back up. With the two terminals, the length is more than 2 meters. Here in this case it is 4 meters. Meter bridge only 1 meter will be there. Okay, and in the meter bridge we take the two side lengths, L and 100 minus. Here not like that, only 1 year you have to take. Only one side L from the A. That I will tell you what is the result. This diagram in your textbook mentioned as the original that is operators only, but I am not going to give you this. These are operators. This A and B two terminals will take out. From A to strip, and again this whole negligible resistance, again from here thick strips to this metal thick strip and like this. So 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, 1, 2, 3, 4 meters. Okay, but in these two terminals we take the connections for the required purpose. This AB, same diagram we can mention like this. I am going to mention like this only actually, not like this. Here this AB we take it as a single wire like this A to B. This length is LEAB or between A and B. This wire has a resistance of its own, whatever the material it is made, generally preferred material is nickel, manganese or constant time because they have negligible temperature coefficient. So this AB wire connected to the battery. We can take the potential difference V or EMF also may be given. Only EMF we can take or potential difference also we can. Conditions are there, we will discuss later. If the potential difference across these terminals is VAB, then V is proportional to L. E equal to, actually what happens is whenever the battery connected across the connecting wire, electric field is produced. The electric field is nothing but equal to E by L. V is the potential difference actually, VAB is. So potential difference by length, that is electric field. It remains constant throughout the conductor. Condition is there. What is the condition? Is that resistance should be constant throughout, means resistivity or resistance should be constant. Resistivity is constant anyway because same metal is there throughout. But resistance also should be same everywhere part of the conductor. That is possible only if the area of cross section is constant. So uniform area of cross section is compulsory condition required for this also, for meter bridge also. So why should have the uniform thickness across the conductor? That means uniform area of cross section we can say, and then only you can take that V potential difference across the wire of length AB. This is a potentiometer wire. Across the wire of length L, then VAB is proportional to the L. Potential difference is proportional to length. If proportional to remove constant you will get. That is phi symbol given in textbook. That is nothing but electric field on this. This phi V equal to phi ML. This phi equal to V by L. Potential difference by L. This is nothing but remains constant. When it is constant, the condition is there. What is the area of cross section to be constant? That compulsory you apply. So principle, potential gradient across the conductor of uniform cross section is constant. This is nothing but the principle of this potential difference or EMF. Potential gradient is nothing but potential gradient. Potential difference or EMF same only different names. But EMF means what current is not passing through the cell is called as EMF. When current is passing through the cell we call it as a potential difference. Called as terminal potential difference. Here it is potential difference. So potential difference, this phi is nothing but equal to VA by LAB. Across the length of this wire, potential difference is VAB and length is LAB. For example, I take from A to B a battery connected. After connecting the battery, I measured the voltage between A and B as 10 volts. 10 volts. The length of the wire is, say, for example, 2 meters. 2 meters. So across the length of this wire, what is the voltage from here to here is 10 volt. 10 volts. The length of the wire is 2 meters. Then what is the voltage to the half of the length? Every wire has a resistance. So voltage divided across this wire length resistances. So half length, what happens to the voltage is equal to half of the voltage, 5 volts. Again half of the length if you have taken becomes equal to 5 by 2, 2.5 volts. Again half becomes equal to half, 2.5 by 2, 1.25 volts. Like that we can, the voltage is divided across the length of this conductor. Okay, that how it is divided is that voltage by length remains constant. This voltage by its length. Half voltage by half length. That means if length is half, V also half. If length is this L becomes 1/4, V also becomes equal to 1/4. So that these 5 remains constant. That is the condition or principle required for this potential meter. And instead of this EMF, potential difference will give you the EMF. Instead of V, if you take E gave, so EMF is proportional to L if you have taken, then E equal to phi. Phi is equal to E by L is constant. This phi is nothing but whether you use this expression or that expression. Phi is nothing but a potential gradient. It is equivalent to electric. It is electric field only. Separate name is mentioned. Electric field is also called as a potential gradient. Potential difference by length. Gradient word effective means divided by the length. Velocity gradient means velocity difference by length. Here potential difference by length. So here it is a constant for wire of uniform thickness or uniform area of cross section. Okay, and these 5 units are nothing but equal to volt per meter. It is nothing but electric field only. Okay, potentiometer contains a conducting wire. That wire, what we mentioned to A and B, made of nicro, magnet or constant of uniform thickness and of length L greater than 2 meters fixed on the wooden bolts as in the figure. This is the appearance of the apparatus. Okay. And uses, what is the use it is? It is used to compare uses also will be asked and application will be there for 3 marks questions. 2 applications are there for us, 2 uses and you have the experiment also, lab your meeting experiment and Viva questions also equal to these theory points. And board examination also, it is important for the numericals. It is an electrical device is to compare EMF of the cells. This itself is one use. You can compare E1 and E2. 2 cells are given means one of the cell, if you know EMF, we can find the other EMF or you can take the ratio. Compare means ratio of the EMFs, E1 by E2. What is the ratio we can find out. And to find internal resistance of the cell also we can find with the help of this potentiometer. Uses, correct. Uses potentiometer is used to compare EMF of 2 cells. That means E1 by E2. 2 cells. Compare means ratio. Next is, if you know other ratio, you can find out from this, and if you know E1, you can find out the E2. That means you can find the unknown EMF cell EMF of the cell also. To find internal resistance of a cell. Of cell. This given by E2 loaded at the examination just contains the means mark to find EMF of a cell. These 2 uses only. This is nothing but first one only. I wrote it as separate. It is nothing but the third one is nothing but the first one only. If you compare, if one comparison you know means if E1 you know means you can find E2 you can find and vice versa. This potentiometer has 2 parts. One is called as a primary circuit, another one is called as a secondary circuit. construction and working. Construction already we mentioned. What is your mention construction? Not going to repeat again. Construction means it contains a wire, magnet or nylon of wires fixed with the two ends on the wooden boards. Okay, and having the length more than 2 meters. That's enough. That's the construction. Okay. Working means we will discuss how it is connected. So construction and working. They don't ask actually these are construction working direct application. Construction already I mentioned, so I am not going to write this again. Next is working. In this working means 2 uses are there. So we are going to take 2 uses, but I will give you first one relation. This part what I will discuss is important for the complex results. Only primary circuit relation I will discuss. Then we go for the actual applications. Working. There are 2 parts of the circuit. One is for the primary circuits. Primary circuits. A standard cell of EMF, E0, internal resistance or is connected across potentiometer. Across potentiometer wire of length AB. With the terms A and B. RAB is resistance of wire of length. Is a total resistance. Length LAB. So I take this wire like this. This A. Like this. This is A and this is A. The length is LAB, okay, and resistance is RAB, and we are connecting a cell across this. This is called as a primary cell. Internal resistance R0. Standard cell. Standard cell has a generally we use in the battery cells in the houses. They are standard cells. They are the high resistance, and other cells, primary cells, they cannot be rechargeable. They are the standard cells. They have a high resistance, not low resistance. High resistance so that the current is limited. You don't get a large currents and high internal resistance. Rechargeable cells, they can give out the current very fast, quickly. You have to connect one more resistance in series also. Sometimes for this also the voltage is high, you can connect. This is the key. Key can be kept anywhere in series, left side or right side. And here, rheostat, RH and H. This is orange point. This point can be moved left and right, will change the resistance. This RH value, I will write this as resistance value, series resistance RS. Instead of that rheostat, no, only series resistance can be given RS. So VAB is the voltage across A and B. Length, not E0. What is the voltage across A and B? This is for the mainly purpose, single purpose. This is not asked for the theory. Problem can be asked. CET and theory problems. And PU, theory problems can be asked based on this. So we have to calculate the voltage across this. Already we have discussed the potential divider. What is the potential division? If I take the 2 resistors, for example, this is R1, this is R2, R1 in series. So wire has a resistance, everywhere you have the resistance series way to take parts, or even this RS is the series way to take. Then this R1 and R2 are in series, connect to the battery of voltage V. This voltage across R1 is V1, voltage across R2 is V2. What is the V1 value? Current is same in the series combination. What is V1 is? V1 is equal to total voltage V into that resistance R1 by R1 plus R2. What is V2? What is V2? V2 is V into R2 by R1 plus R2. Like that way. Same thing we are taking here. So what is the voltage across A and B? Voltage across A and B is VAB. VAB. What is, how do you find this VAB? This is required for us, not this EMF. V0 is not required. We require only VAB. So what is VAB is? VAB is nothing but equal to voltage across this. How many resistance are there? RS. This RH I am taking as a RS. Value is series resistance. Okay. And R0. These two resistors plus RA. These three are in the same series combination. current is passing like this, primary circuit. This is called the primary circuit. Okay, and we want the voltage across this. Voltage across this resistance is nothing but equal to total voltage E naught, original voltage E naught into that resistance RAB by total resistance RAB plus R naught plus RS. So here rheostat is connected. I didn't mention that one here. RH is the rheostat. RH is the rheostat. It's nothing but a variable resistance. We can change the resistance. Rheostat. It is variable resistance of value RS, series resistance RS. So here this what is the use of rheostat? I will tell you. Voltage across the potentiometer wire. This LAB is a potentiometer wire. Potential difference or voltage across LAB is VAB equal to total voltage E naught into that resistance RAB by total resistance RAB plus R naught plus series resistance. Here RAB wire length we cannot fix, that is fixed. So RAB is constant. Interresistance cell is constant. What we can change is RS voltage. Standard cells interresistance remains constant. Okay. Theoretical, practical small changes will be there. Theoretical we are taking after long use interresistance of any cell changes. What we are taking here is for the shock vibration. R0 is constant, RAB constant. So RS is the rheostat resistance we can change. So if you increase the resistance, what happens? If you decrease the resistance, what happens? RS increases means VAB decreases. VAB decreases. So rheostat is used to change this RS, which can change the sensitivity of the instrument. Sensitivity means what here is, if you want to measure the 10 volts here. And one more condition for this important thing is, E naught should be very large compared to that of the cells we are going to use it for the experimental purpose. If you want to compare the cells of EMF of 1.5 volts, no, they should be more than 1.5 volts. You should not take less than that. It's not possible to work on it. Because this voltage is part of this E naught voltage. So if you want 10 volts, for example, from here to here I got 10 volts. I can compare the other cell of EMF for 10 volts current here, because division of the voltage taking place 10 volts from here to here, half 5 volts, half 2.5 volts positive. But I have a cell of say 20 volts, then I have to adjust this rheostat so that voltage drop across this is 20 volts. Further, what you have to do? Decrease the resistance. Then VAB can be increased. But I have a cell of very low voltage, 1.5 volts only there. 1.5 volts means if I take 10 now, 5, then this length 1.5 will be very small. I want a clarity. Or less than 1.5 volts is there. Less than 1.5, for example, 0.1 volt, small cell, big cell is 0.1 volts is there. I want to measure 0.1 volts. So if I take 10 volts from here to here, 0.1 volts measurement is difficult for us. Very small length, no accuracy. So you want to get the accuracy, you want to change the RS so that VAB is less now. If RS increases by moving the resistance, at this side, resistance increases. Whenever the resistance increases, VAB decreases. I can take from here to here 2 volts. From here to here I take 2 volts. When RS increases, VAB decreases. Means sensitivity increases. Means you are able to measure low voltage also. From here to here 2 volts. Half becomes 1 volt. Half of that becomes equal to 0.5 volts. 0.5. Next half becomes equal to 0.25. That means even you get the possibility of measuring the small voltage also at the end of the length. You can take from here to here 1 volt only. Then half becomes equal to 0.5. Half of that is 0.2. Or it is possible to measure from here to here. RS is so high that this can be only 0.2 volts. Then 0.2 here. Less than that half becomes equal to 0.1. Half of that equal to 0.05 also you can measure it. So able to measure even low EMFs also with the help of by adjusting. With the help of the potential by adjusting this series resistance. So what is the function of the rheostat is to adjust the potential difference across the resistance of the wire. Okay, potentiometer wire. So that sensitivity can be changed. It's able to measure low voltage also, high voltage also. Limits that whatever you want to measure the voltage must be always less than E naught. We cannot have the excess value more than E naught. So if you are having the cells more than E naught value, means you have to change the E naught again. Don't take that cell, you have to take the other cell from the standard. This is standard cell. Okay. What is the use of rheostat? Rheostat is used to change the sensitivity of potential. If RH RS decrease, then VAB. So if you decrease, VAB increase. If you do not decrease, increase will increase. When it increases, RS increases, VAB decreases. Then VAB decrease. Therefore, and it's possible to measure low voltages. This is more sensitive. Then sensitivity of device increase. Of device increase to measure very low voltages. Very low EMFs of cell. If RH increase, then VAB decrease. When sensitivity of device increase, sensitivity increase means you can measure the very low voltage also, not high voltage. So high voltage is easily measurable. Low voltage measurement is important. So to device increase, sensitivity of device increase to measure very low EMF of cells. This is a primary circuit. And secondary circuit, what that means is the cells whose EMF you want to connect. You want to measure and internal resistance of the cell which you want to measure, that the cells are experiment are connected in the secondary circuit. You don't require to know what is secondary circuit, what is primary circuit, but application purpose is easy to analyze. They don't ask you also which is primary, which is secondary, they don't ask you. And again, directly applications are part of your, it is only extra point, but you don't know it. Secondary circuit. Cells under experiment. Whose EMFs are to be compared or an internal resistance to measure to be measured or connected in secondary circuit across potentiometer. That means A between AB only. Okay, that's that actual application in that ratio, which is primary, which is primary. How compare the EMF of the cells. First application, this is required for the PG and important one for 3 marks question. Comparison of EMF of 2 cells. Comparison of EMF of 2 cells with potential. Same diagram I copied it. This is a primary circuit. EMF E naught, the resistance R. Generally R naught they don't give you. That means you take R naught is equals to 0. And key, plug key. I can show you the plug key, I will show you in the next class. And then rheostat. This rheostat may be given like this also. They may give like this also. And then if you give you like this, take it as a series resistance. RS or rheostat. And but I am not going to give you like this. The textbook given like this. I am going to take it this one. Rheostat. Connecting part. This may be given. Rheostat diagram already gave you. Sometimes may be given connection like this. These two connections also may be given. Not wrong. This can be connected like this. Rheostat has 3 terminals. This is a rheostat. These are movable ones. Contact point changes. Okay, between these two connections you have to make means fixed resistance. You cannot change. You must connect one to here, 1, 2, 3 terminals. Between these two you can connect. Okay, current will pass through this terminal, through this wire to this. If I move it like this, length is increases, resistance increases, current decreases. If I move it like this length decreases means current increases, resistance decreases. Nothing but a variable resistor. These two can be given joined also, it's not wrong, it's correct. Arrow can be kept from bottom or top. It should be touching actually. There is no gap here. It should touch. This is the primary circuit. You don't have to explain primary circuit. You can simply say that potentiometer connected as a circuit diagram. Then draw the diagram. This EMF of cell. This is standard cell. Capital resistance R1. Series key. If you want to spell the password, I remove the key. This secondary circuit. Secondary circuit, we are connecting the cells of EMF E1 and E2. Positive side only, you have to take positives. Galvanometer and job. This is a switch. The plus minus E1 and this is AB is the potentiometer wire. This part is going to be primary circuit. And this is secondary circuit. Okay, these connections can be given like instead of this, it may be given like this. Or you may be given like this, also doesn't matter. These two cells are coming in parallel, not completely. This side is not connected, only one side is there connected. Okay, diagram we can modify it according to wish, but they should be parallel. But switch here is connected only either E1 or E2, not 2. So here first we connect this E1 only, for example, the length balance is L1 and points. This AB is a potentiometer wire. This AB is potentiometer wire. AB is potentiometer wire. G is galvanometer. Galvanometer. S is switch. And even E2 cells are for comparison. J is jockey. J is jockey. E0 standard cell. In primary circuit. EMF stands for EMF equals R0, internal resistance of E0 RH rheostats. RH rheostat variable resistance. L1, this E1, E2 cells, EMF of cells to be compared. Cells under experiment. Okay, and L1 balancing length for E1. Similarly, we are going to get L2 balancing length for E2. Primary circuit description I am not writing on the board. Primary circuit is connected to the standard cell of EMF E0 and resistance R0 and series resistance RH along with the key plug between the terminals of AB of a potentiometer wire. Okay. Secondary circuit contains the two cells whose EMF need to be connected in parallel along with the switch S. Okay, and galvanometer G to the jockey. Jockey is mobile and keep this switch to connected to E1. Only E1 is connected now. And touch the jockey at different points. No dragging, only touching at different points. Dragging by, if you drag while it scratches that means 0% changes, which not change. Data should remain constant. Touch the jockey at different points until galvanometer shows a zero deflection. Why zero deflection when it shows is voltage across this VAB is fixed, we have calculated before. Now, if this EMF value voltage potential is EMF value is equals to the voltage across this A and G. say this is 2 volts, this is also 2 volts, then the current will not pass to this side. Then current is not passing,